Educators want mathematics instructional materials that work. But whether it's for textbooks, software, or other branded products, the vast research on these materials can overwhelm any decision maker. So when it comes time for your school district to replace math instructional materials, where do you start? The What Works Clearinghouse can help. The WWC is a free resource funded by the U.S. Department of Education's Institute of Education Sciences. The WWC assesses the quality of existing research on mathematics programs, products, and practices. Then, we summarize the highest quality research for decision makers like you. You can use these summaries throughout your process for selecting instructional materials. A typical process includes 1. Preparing for decision making. 2. Identifying potential instructional materials. 3. Evaluating or critiquing instructional materials. And 4. Making the final selection. Your first step may be to assemble a committee of teachers to advise on the selection process. This committee can begin by listing desired features and components for your instructional materials. WWC resources can help by identifying which mathematics instructional practices have been studied and are shown to be effective. We currently have 5 practice guides that offer recommendations on a range of math strategies, such as helping students master word problems. Practice guide recommendations combine research evidence and the advice of experts with real classroom experience. This mix of practical suggestions and scientific information can help your committee identify the features they want in any new mathematics instructional materials. In the second step, the committee will identify which materials the district should investigate further. If your state doesn't provide a list of approved instructional materials, the number of available options can be overwhelming. The WWC can narrow your search by revealing which instructional materials are shown to have positive effects. Our Find What Works tool even lets you focus on materials with specific delivery methods or that have been evaluated for specific grade levels. We've looked at a lot of math programs, including those with the most research on effectiveness. If it's in our database, Find What Works will display it. Now, you're ready to evaluate your list of potential instructional materials against criteria you developed when you prepared for decision making in Step 1. We have more than 60 intervention reports, each describing the research on a different math program. The reports include objective, detailed information on the student populations tested, program implementation, and costs. The reports also rate whether and how much the instructional materials improve student outcomes in the studies in which they were tested. Our ratings are based on a systematic review and assessment of the evidence. It's up to you to decide which program is a best fit for your students, priorities, and community. This is a challenging process, but you can do it knowing you're considering the best evidence available, brought to you by the WWC. To find out more about the WWC and our products, or give us your comments, please call or submit an email through the Contact Us page of our website.